Ah, bollocks. Okay guys, welcome to another shoot 'em up special. This week we're looking at what we're looking at. We're looking at the letter A. And this is Airbuster by Namco. Now I'm not a fan of horizontally scrolling shoot 'em ups. I don't know why, I just find them more difficult to play. I think it's certainly more natural and easier to move left and right than it is to move up and down. I think it's just more instinctive, but that's possibly just me. Saying that, I do absolutely love R-Type. One thing that's slightly off-putting is when you kill some of the smaller baddies, the sort of debris flies towards you, and it kind of, some days you think it's a bullet coming towards you. But it's not bad. I mean, there's all manner of power-ups. Now again, I've not played these games for any length of time, so I don't really take time to actually learn them. So if you're screaming at the screen just now telling me I need to press a certain button, well, it's not going to happen, because I basically just power it up and away you go. So you see them destroy these large kind of, look like kind of fuel canisters to give you power-ups. It also feels slightly claustrophobic. It feels that the screen's not quite big enough, but all in all, it's not bad. Very, very 80s. That's Airbuster. Let's crack on. Yep, Airwolf by, I didn't actually didn't catch who made this. You can probably tell it's got the Airwolf program music. The one thing that when I was playing this I found quite off-putting, you actually have inertia in the plane, so when you move up and you take your finger off the sort of joystick, it still moves a wee bit. So it's not really an ideal suited control system, I wouldn't think, for a shooter. Shooters have to be very responsive and twitchy, and having inertia built into it, especially for an arcade game, I don't think really does it any favours. Quite bland, but again, you know what, possibly if you invested some time in it, it might be pretty good. But again, like I mentioned earlier, I'm not a fan of horizontal shoot 'em up games. We've seen that again, apart from R-Type, I love Nemesis and Salamander and all these ones, so, and Gradius, so it's maybe just some of these ones I don't like. You've also got the two sort of fire buttons. You've got one that does missiles, air to ground missiles, and then you've got your gun as well. Now, I wasn't sure if you have to pick these guys up or not, and then I ploughed into the plane. Quite basic backgrounds in this one as well. You can probably tell I'm not a massive fan of it, and it's fairly basic. But again, like all these games, like any game, in fact any video game at all, people, it always annoys me, and I'm just going to contradict myself, it always annoys me when I hear people, you know, criticising a game big style and slamming it when they've not actually taken time to learn the game, because games require investment, you know, especially the controls of games. But as I'm only playing these for a couple of minutes, I've got to try and base my judgment on what I see. Now, I don't know if you can kill that guy in the helicopter, I'm not too sure. You'll see there, these wee guys, when you get to the ground they actually run into they jump into the sort of armoured cars. So you want to try and take them out. There they go, they're jumping in. Okay, I think that's enough of that one. Right, this is CRavat Mission by Tato. I don't know what that wee glitch is at the side. I think it's the way my screen capture software was working. It kind of caught a bit of my desktop, so just ignore that. That's not the game, by the way. Let's go, dodgy bandana bloke. Quite like the wee effect when you kind of move left and right. You've got the wee sort of left and right thrusters. Kind of a nice little touch. Some rather big baddies as well. Destroy these things for power-ups. This kind of reminds me a wee bit like, is it Axelay? I'm sure it's Axelay in the SNES, where you get these huge big ridiculous power-ups like that, where it's like lots of balls circulating. It almost feels like it's impossible to die, but I'm sure I shall prove that theory to be completely bollocks when I die in a second. Yeah, you don't really feel like you're shooting anything, you're just moving about with these things gyrating around you like a force field. You seem to be scrolling to the left here, or scrolling to the right I should say. Music's slightly repetitive. I didn't actually catch when this game came out that I'm gonna guess it's kinda 87, 88, something like that. There seemed to be a massive influx of shoot 'em ups that came out back then. Whoa! Right, so you need to take out the large guns, I'm guessing. Which is easier said than done. Okay, I wasn't for dying at all. Oh, here's more to contend with. Kaboom! Right, anyway, enough of that one. That's not too bad actually. Come on, what are you called? We know it's game over, we're not even started yet and it's telling me it's game over. Ah, it's a mighty Aero Fighters. And this is a particularly good game. There's quite a few, I think there's about 4 or 5 Aero Fighter games came out. All very, very similar. But excellent games. I think it was it ported to the Mega Drive possibly? Something tells me that this game is ported to the Mega Drive. It's a completely no-nonsense shooter. You know exactly what you've got to do. I think you've got a large, what do you call it, power-up, not power-up, you don't have power-ups. Oh, you do have power-ups, I'm talking bollocks. You have a large, what the hell do you call it? Smart bomb type thing. And you pick up these sort of little Chinese things to kind of increase your firepower as well. But this is a really nice game. It's quite a lot, the graphics are quite small, so you feel like you're not restricted at all. It doesn't feel claustrophobic like some shooters you seem to get. This is certainly one of the best vertical shooters you can ever really play. Before you move into sort of bullet hell territory, which is a completely different kettle of fish. Take that. Looks like a Spectrum sprite. And that. And he's gone. Right, anyway, I think we've seen enough aero fighters. Let's move on. Air attack by was that CRavat? I didn't quite catch it. I'm actually watching this because I'm recording my voice over this now. I'm watching it on a tiny wee screen. Can't say I've ever heard of this game. Quite like the music actually, it's quite atmospheric. The graphics of this are not, you wouldn't describe them as fantastic, they're very, they do the job. Now it took me a while to realise that you know, you get different numbers in the power-ups, but what you want to do is pick what power-up you want, whether it's number 1, 2, 3 or 4, and then keep picking up the same number, which then starts to, so I've got number 2 there, it then starts to boost your kind of, increase the firepower. What I was doing was I was just picking up everything. So like number 1, so pick up number 2 quick, you'll see there it's got slightly better. Yeah, quick before it changes. I think is it Raiden that has a similar sort of power up system. Quite enjoyed this one actually. I think if it's not even just a shoot 'em up game, but if any game is way too hard, then you tend not to enjoy it. But as I always maintain, I was talking to Jim Bagley the other day there about it. We were agreeing that, you know, arcade games were not designed to be played for any length of time. They were designed to take money, and that's exactly what they did. You know, the average player lasts about 2 minutes, if that, on an arcade game, because it's all about taking money as quickly as possible. So, some really nice meaty firepower going on now. Baddies are slightly samey, but not bad. You can see there, it's just changing between 3 and 4, so I'm guessing I've probably maxed out number 2. So, right, anyway, enough of that, let's crack on. Okay, next one we've got here is Air Duel by IMMED, who did R-Type. Let's go for the helicopter. Graphically wise, this is actually really nice and detailed. Now, one thing that I didn't like about this game is you can see when you move left, your actual ship or your helicopter turns to the left and it kind of shoots at an angle, and then you turn to the right, it shoots at an angle as well. And I found it very difficult to actually shoot straight up, because you'll see later on there's times where I really want to shoot straight ahead, and it's kind of shooting to the side. So I don't know whether there's something I was doing wrong or not. I'm not too sure. You see there, bollocks. Yeah, I'm kind of shooting to the right there, but I don't really want to. Like, I'm missing the tank there because it's shooting to the side. So I don't know whether perhaps this game came with a spinner or something. I'm really not too sure. But I find it quite difficult to play just using the mouse or using the gamepad. Excuse me, at one point I actually thought that it automatically aimed to where you want to shoot, but as I found out later on, that's not the case. I'm just shooting to the right there, I want to shoot straight up. Moving the joystick up or down didn't seem to do anything, so. There's another game, I can't remember what it was. Is it Silk? Is it Swiv, possibly? Swiv on the Amiga, I think, had the similar sort of thing. You shot to either left or straight ahead. And I always found it slightly off-putting. I prefer my shooters to be nice and simple, shooting straight up and you know exactly where you are. You seem to get an absolute endless supply of tanks at this particular bit. I actually thought that they were endless, but I'm sure you eventually get to the end of it. Just seem to keep on coming. And it's good night. Anyway, listen, that's enough of that one. Let's move on.
Blows your socks off.
Air Galit by Banpresto in 1996. Never heard it.
Air
Air Galit.
We have a crisis situation. Red alert, red alert. Vigorous crash. That rescue helicopter is recovered.
What the heck?
No telling, Robert. Busy on the
Prepare for launch.
show him what you've got.
Launch.
Certainly a very impressive intro anyway, to set the scene.
Radar contact. Bogey at 2 o'clock, 25 miles, 1,800 knots and closing.
The speech actually adds something to the atmosphere, I've got to say. It's a very generic shooter. Graphics are they do what they need to do. Now it does get a bit manic, as you can see. There's bullets flying all over the place. Like that. Now the guy that's doing the voice here sounds very much like the guy that does Proton Patchy. I'm surprised if it is the same guy. Well, saying that, it's not made by the same company. And it's quite a nice wee shooter. Graphics are nice and the sound is excellent. Boof! Oh, is that game over? Not quite. Anyway, that's enough of that. Let's crack on. This one is Ajax, which is excellent for cleaning the toilet with. It's made by Konami. You can tell, you know, the shooters that were made late 80s compared to ones that were made in the 90s. I mean, the graphics, although the gameplay hadn't changed that much, the graphics had certainly been improved, a lot more colours. Sort of more realistic looking, which obviously you would expect. This game uses the sort of Xavius style of shooting. You've got your rockets and then you've got your sort of air to ground missiles which are targeted. You can see the little red crosshair, so you press the second button to fire these. But what you tend to do, like I'm doing here, is press both buttons and fire both missiles and rockets at the same time. Sure how to kill these. Anyway, that's enough of that one. That is Ajax by Konami, 1987. Right, this is Argos, or Argos by Jaleco, 1986, so an early one. Argos, they later went on to open up a chain of retail outlets in the UK selling various tat. Now this game I found virtually impossible. There was just too much going on. You've got that little laser thing, which again is similar to the thing in Xavius. You've got these letters, which I'm not quite sure, but you've got these annoying things that seem to kind of appear out of nowhere in the water. I'm guessing if you touch that, it'll be instant death. I really struggled to kind of get to grips with this one. Let's have another quick shot. I don't know what they mean. You'll see the little red thing to the sort of bottom to the left hand side of the ship. What is that exactly? Is that a shadow or something? I don't know. Yeah, I didn't really enjoy playing this game. I'm guessing that is a shadow actually. But oddly, nothing else seems to have a shadow, so I don't know why your spaceship would have that. So after all that, you destroy that big thing and you don't appear to get anything. So, anyway, that's enough of that one. Let's look at the next game. This is IMMED F by Nichibutsu, and it was released in 1988. And there seemed to be a glut of shooters that came out, sort of 87, 88. In fact, you know what, I'm talking nonsense. There was a glut of shooters that came out from the year dot right through up to about the sort of mid 90s. Now, this is a good game. I really like this one. Various power-ups. It kind of felt like Nemesis, but turned on its side, if that makes any sense. I think 'cause it's got the kind of organic stuff that you've got to kind of shoot. You've got these power-ups. Really nice colours, quite bright colours, but nice graphics. You can see there's a lot of work's kind of going into that in the backgrounds as well. So you shoot these things to pick up power-ups. The one thing what I wasn't too sure about was, do you die when you hit the edge if you hit the green things? I'm guessing you probably do. I don't think I actually tried it, but I wasn't too sure. It's quite a small playing area as well. It is quite cramped at times. But I did enjoy playing this game. I think it's excellent graphics, and it played really nice as well. Better firepower now. I can now shoot these things that plant things. Can you come at the side of the screen? But I've got to say, I absolutely adore vertical shooters. I don't know what it is about them. I think it's just the simplicity. It's one of the sort of purest form of video games, in my opinion. It's just, you know, you've got your ship, you can see what you've got to shoot, and you know, it's usually left and right, maybe a bit up and down as well, and one fire button. So it's you against the machine, and I just like the destructive pleasure you get out of actually shooting stuff. You'd think that I would enjoy playing stuff like Call of Duty, but no, that's completely different. This is just mindless blasting spaceships and aliens, what have you. The backgrounds of the levels changed a wee bit. You've got some kind of like rock or whatever it is. Yeah, really enjoyed that one actually. Excellent. Astral Blaster by Tato in 1990. Ah, manga. The Japanese love their manga. Took a wee while for it to appear there. Now oddly, this game is a couple of years newer than the one we just played, but I don't know, I don't know, it doesn't look as nice. It's obviously going for a more realistic look. I don't know. I mean, it's alright, this one's alright, but there's a million just like it. I think the backgrounds and the graphics are less varied in some of these games. That's a big part of what makes playing shoot-em-ups enjoyable, is actually getting to the next level. I mean, it's a bit high score as well, but it's nice when you get to a new level with new graphics. I mean, the perfect example of that is like an R-Type game. They just change so much and you really get rewarded for getting on, you know, moving on. This game's a bit bland looking. But again, as I keep saying, you can't really judge a game after playing it for 2.5 minutes, you know. And I'm not trying to do that, I'm just really taking a look at all the shooters that begin with the letter A. Hopefully you see something there that you fancy. So anyway, let's take a look at something different. Right, SNK, they are famous for making, what do they make? They make Metal Slug, Neo Geo stuff, King of Fighters, Last Blade, etc, etc. Now this game reminded me very much like Star Force. Now you might notice just how slow. Right, let's actually start the game. What I was actually waiting for here was to see the name of the game. Here we go, ASO, Armoured Scrum Object. Quite. Yeah, it kinda looks quite similar to Star Force. The same sort of backgrounds, and the ship's quite small as well. Now you do get power-ups later on, which we'll see, but I noticed the sort of default speed of the ship is just too slow. There's a wee thing there that you can pick up. Right, okay, so when I picked that up you can see it appeared in the bottom right, so I don't know whether you've got to try and build an extra spaceship. So that's L, you can see, is that got anything? I was thinking L for laser, but I couldn't, when I was playing this game I couldn't actually get the ship to increase speed at all. Possibly you've got to press another button, I'm not too sure. Now I do get the occasional comments from people saying, oh, you weren't playing the game right, you really need to, you should be, you know, you need to press that button or do this, you should do a bit of research, you should be looking at the instructions of the games before you play it. But nah, that's not how I play. Unless it's a game I really want to play for fun, then I will obviously make an effort to actually learn it, but I just play the game straight off the bat. You know, most of the games that I've been playing today I've never played before, and I don't read anything about them. I've not got time to read about them, I just load them up, put a credit in, and away you go. That's how I'm always going to do it. I've not got time to sit and read instructions for every game. I mean, putting one of these together, all these games, takes long enough without spending time researching it. If you want to see people playing games well, then this channel isn't for you. Definitely not. Alright, I mean this one looks really nice, it plays quite well, but I dare say if I'd figured out how to actually get the upgrades, it would have probably made a lot of difference. compared to some of the games that I've looked at in this video, it's quite simplistic graphics. I mean, it's certainly not a bad game. It's not the best out of the ones I've played today anyway, that's for sure. But hopefully when you're watching this video you'll see a shooter in here you think, quite like the look of that. I'll go and check it out, because I mean if you go into MAME, you know yourself, you go into MAME and there's just, I think there's something like 5,000 games. It is absolutely impossible to know what all these games are. I mean I've probably got about 100 games that I'm aware of, and the rest of them I have got no idea about. Got to say, for an arcade game this was quite sedate to play. It wasn't, you know, it's not, I don't want to speak too soon, it's not that difficult compared to some of them. And I've spoke too soon. Anyway, yep, that's that one. Let's take a look at something else. Right, what game is this? Is this oh, something blaster? Can't remember what this one's called again. I have done a mashup of this actually. This is an old school one. This is actually good. You've only got a limited supply of fuel, and as I find it to my cost, your laser actually overheats. You see the temperature going up to almost at the top, and at that point you can no longer fire. There you go, can't fire. Why can't I fire? It's because my laser has overheated, which I didn't realise until for a few seconds. It's Astral, now I always get muddled up. Astral Blast, I think this is Astral Fighter, or is this Astral Blaster? I can't remember what one it is, because for some strange reason it doesn't actually seem to show you the title name, or the name on the actual title screen.
Fuel status marginal. Extra.
I mean, for an old game, this was I think 1982. Listen to that speech, it's excellent. I mean, the baddies are pretty basic. They're just spinning circles and things like that. But it's a great example of a good shooter from the very, very early days.
2 ships remaining.
The game I would say is probably the closest to this on the home systems would be Arcadia, which was written by Imagine Software. That their company that went bust after spending all their money on fancy sports cars and whatnot. Come on! Hey! And it's one of these games that just looks dead easy, but I don't know whether it's the sprite detection's a bit iffy, but sometimes you cannot for the life of you kill what you're trying to kill. Yeah, that level there very much reminds me of Arcadia. The baddies keep dropping a showery bombs and they keep moving down the screen towards you.
Exercise extreme caution. Extra fuel. Stand by for docking maneuver.
Yeah, the speech is brilliant. It really does add to the atmosphere of the game.
Alert, alert, invader in sector 3, player 1 to battle station. Laser temperature critical.
No, we'll just let him look round.
Critical.
There we go. Anyway, listen. I think we'll call it a day. Yep, it's game over. Let's crack on. Right, this is it was too quick. Astro something or another. Now what is interesting about this game, now this is absolutely true, this game used to load off cassette into the arcade games. It was called the Deca system, D-E-C-C-A, Deca system, and it basically, instead of a GCV, instead of a circuit board, operators would give the person a tape, and you actually loaded the game into the machine from a tape. So to get this game to start, you had to wait for about 200 seconds for it to actually load up. Now you can see there it's pretty basic. Now one thing that's difficult about this game is the fact that the bullets the baddies drop are black, little black lines, you can probably see them there, and it certainly makes it quite tricky trying to see them. This is very early 80s again, I'm guessing probably 81, 82, something like that. Yeah. Let's move on, I think. Right, this is Astral Blaster. You know what? I can't remember what one's what. Doesn't matter. I think this is Astral Failure. Now I think it's all in Japanese, so it's not going to tell us anything. If any of my Japanese friends are watching this, you might be able to tell me what one this is. This is a very iconic game back in the day. This was a popular game that used to get in chip shops. It's actually it's a quite a challenging game. You've got limited fuel, which you can see at the top there. So you'd really want to try and sort of clear the each level as quickly as possible. And you'll notice that the baddies actually fire diagonally as well, so you need to be on your toes. I'm sure the collision detection's a bit iffy. It actually reminds me of a game in the Spectrum. I don't mean this particular game, but it looks like a Spectrum game because it's kind of flickering away there. The colours don't look very arcade-like, but again, this is one of the really early arcade games. You can see at the top there it shows you what level you're actually on. You're currently on the sort of yellow level, so the green ships follow this one. Oh, fuel's getting low. Now, I'm not sure. No, I was going to say these little bomb things, you can actually shoot them. That was real lucky. That was a sort of mothership there. Now I had about 10 seconds of fuel left, and lucky enough I managed to hit the mothership with the very first shot, which was extremely lucky. So she replenishes your fuel, so I've got a full fuel tank again. This one gets tricky, and it's game over. Right, now this one I can't remember the name of it, but does it look familiar? Yep, that is because it looks like a complete shameless rip-off of the game I've just looked at. This does look like a Spectrum. This looks like what it would be if that game had been converted to Spectrum. This is what it would have looked like. Sort of 8 colours, if that. I mean, back in the day, it was a free-for-all. If somebody brought out a successful game, you could just rip the graphics off, write your own version and change the name. I mean, really, copyright didn't really seem to matter at all back in the sort of early 80s. Certainly not in the video game industry. This one probably looks nicer actually, although it's got less colours. I think because I've gone for a black background rather than the sort of horrible blue, I think it actually looks nicer. So, aye, I can't remember the name of that one, but it's just underneath the one Astral Blaster. So, right, Tato, what is this going to be? Scary dinosaur. A Suka and a Suka. I'm sure I saw a film called that, but yeah. I wasn't overly impressed with this game. I'm not quite sure what it looks. Kinda jerky possibly. I don't know. I just wasn't overly. I wasn't blown away with this one. Could it possibly be the kind of chill out lounge music in the background? I'm not too sure. It looks like, to me, it looks like a home port or something. Once again, playing a game for 48 seconds isn't. You can't just that's not enough time to rate a game. Aye, there's definitely better shooters out there. That's the wonderful thing about MAME. I mean, if you're into shoot 'em ups, then you're absolutely spoiled for choice. Hopefully this video will give you an idea of what's pish and what's not pish. Yeah, that's enough of that one. Azurian Attack. This one is just mental. As you can see, I found it almost impossible to actually line up any shots. You basically use the joystick, whatever direction you move the joystick in, your ship moves in that direction, and it also fires in that direction. So trying to actually align your shots was pretty tricky. Yeah, it's an early video game. But back then, virtually any game would be sold, you know what I mean? People were prepared to pay money because everything was brand new. I would say the one redeeming feature of this game is the pulsating sound in the background, which seems to have been lifted straight out of Galaxian. But I just found it virtually impossible to try and line up my shots. So anyway, listen guys, that is it. That's the letter A. Hope you enjoyed watching the video, guys. If you want to, please like, comment and subscribe. And very lastly, thank you very much for watching.